Hello everyone, this is ChakaWhat here, and today I'm going to be presenting to you my top 5 scary Crash Bandicoot moments. Though the Crash series isn't really associated with the scares, there are some moments within the games that just give me the heebie-jeebies. Up at number 5, I've chosen Un-Bearable from Crash 2, Cortex Strikes Back. The third and final chase level in the game, this time Crash is being chased by massive polar bears. You shall find a majority of this list is made up of chase obstacles. In the Japanese version, the hint for this level is escape from Papa Bear. That would imply that, since the last stage of the level involves riding Polar, Crash is in fact running away from Polar's father and relatives. The bears are immune to the obstacles such as electricity, salamanders, and landmines, but can be stopped by large bridges or having their heads lodged into the small openings in the safe havens. Kinda morbid. 4. The Shark, Crash 2, N-Tranced. During the water skiing levels in the game, you must control Crash as he skis towards the screen whilst being chased by a giant great white shark. The shark is massive, frightening, and whenever it gets close to Crash, a demented 8-bit take on the Jaws theme begins to play. The shark often tries to take chomps at Crash, and if he isn't being protected by Aku Aku, well, he gets eaten. 3. The Dead Sea from Tag Team Racing. Though Tag Team Racing is a relatively innocent and actually rather enjoyable game, in the Toontown hub world, if one turns right and climbs up to the little sign that reads the Dead Sea, then gazes out into the water to their left, they see bodies floating in the water. I haven't deciphered what the hell they're supposed to be, either real or props, but it really makes me look at Von Clutch twice and wonder what really goes on in his cyborg mind. Now you might say they just be floating. To that I say they're freaking blue. 2. The Bad Ending from Crash Bash. If the player completes the game using Neo Cortex, Nitrous Brio, Rylaroo, or Koala Kong, they have officially helped the evil team win. With this, the last cutscene involves Uka Uka finally becoming all-powerful and Aku Aku telling Crash and Coco to run and hide for their lives. Aku Aku is now terrified of his brother and worried for the sake of himself, his friends, and the entire universe. It's actually quite an eye-opener to how evil Uka Uka can really be, and how too much power in the mask's hands, I speak figuratively, can be a very horrible thing. And for number 1, I have chosen Rusty Walrus from Twinsanity. By far one of the scariest chase bosses I've ever played. After already going through torture with high seas, hijinks, and Engine's battle, Crash falls through the ceiling into the hallways of Engine's battleship to be found by the giant blue walrus, Rusty, who intends on capturing and cooking Crash. Crash must dodge fire coming from vents, holes in the floor, and nitro boxes, all while being chased by Rusty, who is actually a bit faster than Crash. It also doesn't help that Rusty taunts Crash, telling him that he's naughty meat and to stop running away. Also, the stress that if you die too many times, you have to start the entire level over again just makes Rusty one of the scariest moments ever to grace a Crash game. I hope you've enjoyed my list and found it helpful. I know I probably sound pretty terrible. I'm trying my best to suffer through this cold and make some damn lists. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye!
Do you believe in kissing, honey? You bet I do. Well, I believe in kissing, honey, when the moon is new.